So hi guys, oops sorry, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to discuss savings plans for your kids. Most of the time people think of savings plans or even saving, they think of like, oh my gosh, I gotta put so much money and at one time, Lord, I can't do it. Like just it overpowers them, so they don't really like understand it. Like it doesn't have to be like that. Aries is 2. He'll be, cause he got that like awkward birthday, so he'll be like the next year at the end of the year. So like it's like he just turned 2, but at the end of the year he'll be 3. So this is an age, I would call it, like the way I designed it. I came up with it one day. I knew I wanted to start saving for him for whether he chooses to go to college, trade, or not go to college, but go into somewhere where he wants to work and stay for a while. He would still receive the funds. I'm not going to be like, well, you don't go to college, you don't get the money. I don't want my child to have to start out in debt like I had to. So we would prefer to prepare him for the future. And since we're planning for a second kid, and I only want 2. I really do, guys. I pray to God I can prevent any more. I only want 2. Like, it's just, I think 2 is enough for us, and we can be able to provide for both of them. Both of the plan will work for both of our kids. So, I guess this plan would be, there's 4 plans. I'm going to talk about 2 today, and then the other 2 will be separate because they're a larger plan. So it depends on how much money you want to save for your kid. I think the $5,000 is just nothing. Like once you get like grown in college, like $5,000 for that covers like room and board at college and like buying like printer and ink. That's what $5,000 covers. So that's what I'm saying. If you just want to like get your kid like so they get a head start, like on some college supplies, fine. But I want my child to have more. So I came up with multiple, at least 4 plans you can work with. So let's see. We have a $10,000 plan. We have a $20,000 plan, a $25,000 plan, and a $30,000 plan. And my plan for Riz is the higher plan, as you can see. That's why it's designed like that. So we're not going to discuss the $25,000 or the $30,000 plan in this video because I don't want the video to be super long. So we're going to discuss the $10,000 plan and the $25,000 plan. So the $10,000 plan is kind of simple. It's not like really a year-long thing, but if you want it to be a year-long thing, you can. But before we get to breaking down the plan, let's start with what you'll need. So what you'll need to start your children's savings account. Like people mix the savings account. You can have your own savings account. Yes, you can open your savings account, but that is your savings account. That is just, you can take from it, put in it, take from it, put it in. But once you open your child's savings account, you cannot take from it. Like only if, in case they become deceased, pray to God none of that happened to anybody, all of our babies at that time. That's the only way that money can be withdraw or taken, but you usually still have to wait a process before that you can even have access to that money. So yeah, but so a savings account is going to be called a savings account because they're not old enough to have a checking account. So but you choose the age they can have access to the money, but you still have control. So you guys, when I'm talking about big bucks, you don't want your 18-year-old, 19 having that much money because God knows what they'll do. But you can still have access. You can still give them portion of it. So if they turn 18, they want to go to college, you don't have to give it all to them at once. You can give it out to them kind of like how financial aid is given to you. It's given to you by quarters. You can set up that type of plan. Like they're only allowed to have so much within like a month or a 3-month period. So opening their bank accounts. You can usually normally go if you have a bank account with the bank already. I'm not going to discuss which bank I use or which banks I use because there's multiple, because that's just too personal. So you want to choose a bank account. Most likely choose the one that you're already at, because I have one I use for checking, paying bills, and I have one that I use for our personal and our savings, like our future. So you're going to need your kid, so you can open a savings account for a kid that has a social security number. So if you want, soon as your baby is born, you get their social security number, you can go open them a savings account. But remember, these savings accounts you're not going to be able to take out. So what you put in is what you put in. They're going to make sure you understand. They're going to ask you, lady asked me 3 times, was I sure that I want to open my baby this type of savings account? So, because I can't touch his money. Because they look at it is that when you open an account, you want to reach a goal. So once you put that social security number and you put their name, like it's his name on his account, it's his social security number on his account, I'm just I'm just like the keeper of like financing it and keep it running and adding money in it, but I can't touch it. I can't take out of it. You need their birthday and all that stuff. You need their full name. You will have that. I'm going to ask you what's your goal, because your goal is very important, because once you reach your goal, you get like a one-time interest rate, which gives them a little bit more money. So if I want to raise a $30,000 budget, then he got a little bit extra from the interest, which is kind of pretty cool. So it's like when you reach your goal. So I said like, just depends on what you want to set for your kid, but I think $5,000 is just like sending them off to just like school supplies. That's not even enough for all the books, because man, books are expensive, man, for real. You're going to have, like, as they get older, this will depends on which bank you choose. They have an access card, which is a pre-reloadable card. So it's a card that you can add the amount on it. So say if they turn 16 and you started giving them allowance, or they start working, that's why I put on my notes, say when of age, you can get them one, have their name on there. Most likely you're going to always have them a state ID, and you control so once they run out of that money, they run out of that money, unless they like aunties or uncles get them something. But the main points was the goals. Savings star was you set a personal savings goal. You get an interest bonus rate one time, so it's not like every time you make an amount. It's just a one-time interest bonus rate when you reach your savings goal. So that's that. Another thing you need is buy your kids. Most people don't think, I'm not talking about the kitty girly wallets, but buy a wallet or a pass down wallet. This is a pass down wallet. This was Sean's wallet, but now it's Aria's wallet. Which I put in here because I write him checks. His daddy gives him cash, and he puts it in his wallet, and I deposit. So all his bank slips goes in here, or if I have to write him, I'm not going to show you the paper because it will show the bank that we use. I would write out a deposit slip, which will display explain the bonus money, which is his piggy bank. And so if you have anything in his piggy bank, that's a bonus. I would fill out a deposit slip and add that in there. So usually that's at least once a month he gets a bonus, because we do the no spend change challenge. So you don't spend your change, you only spend your singles or whatever your bills. But so your wallet, you choose a piggy bank. So this year is our designator quarter collector. So he gets to have, when you break a dollar or you get change back, if there's quarters in there, he gets the quarters. So a quarter roller, we have like extra because I get them for our bank, and we filled it up like $10 in quarters. So once he reached $10 in quarters, we deposit it. That is bonus money. You don't include that with his monthly deposit we give him ourselves. So a bank is really wise, and this one's kind of really cute. I only bought it because I wanted the bank, but this is actually filled with gummy bears when I got it. So this is his. And you also want to choose a really good, nice journal or book that you can use for the time being of savings. Now, this book normally would go into when moving, but since we're like in a permanent spot, this just stays with my personal stuff, and it's just a journal of his savings plan. And I filled it out for the first 2 years because we kind of didn't start. I didn't come up with the plan until after Reese was 2, and so we kind of have to like back pay him for our first year to be on the plan, which is not bad because the first year is just $154 from how the plan is set up. So it's just back pay for him. But on his first year, I did not include taxes. He did not get the taxes bonus. I know people's like, taxes? You're going to pay your kid taxes? I feel that we should pay our kids, give our kids a portion of our tax money. I'm not meaning like you need to run out and buy them clothes, buy them this, buy them that, because normally for me, Ray's already have that because I always like to be prepared for the future, now, whatever. It's just I don't have to worry about spending money on buying him clothes. Most we spend money on with him for tax money is $50 because normally we're just stocking up for the coming season. So he already have clothes for, like, if it's summer, he already have clothes for summer, normally for his size, because he's tiny, guys. He's like really little. He doesn't weigh nothing. He's still in 12 months, so we're good right there. But so I filled out the journal. I kind of did it like this because it helps save you on paper, and you really just, this is just a kind of like a tracker and a reminder. So, but it's also like you can give this to your child once you give them the money, even though it's probably gonna be falling apart. But I think it's like, it's kind of sweet because you can show them what you did for them and how you set it up. So you have all the months, and see, each month you have the weeks. So this is actually the breakdown for how it is set up for by weekly. If you were paying every week, if you was to give him the money every week, or if you was to give him the money at the end of the month or once a month, which you'll just give him one payment, kind of like that's what we do. We just give him one payment, and then daddy gives him a bonus, like, because daddy's the bill payer, I'm the saver. So even though I pay more of the groceries and like the car insurance and stuff, and so I have more money to save for our future. So everyone's accounts, I put into everyone's savings account with what I make. So this year, his year savings would equal, let's not get into that. I was just going to show you. But this is a good journal. So I already have 2000, because we're already halfway through 2018. So I now already have 2019 ready to go. And this just tells me the years and age. So by the time we're done with this, it will be 2032. So your journals, pick a good journal. You want to pick a good wallet and a piggy bank, and you also want to choose a bank that you plan to stay with. So kind of not try to just pick a bank that is just like, what do I say? Like Central is a Kentucky bank, but it's not like a everywhere bank. So I try to pick a bank that is universal. So it's in more than one place. So if we move, I wouldn't have a problem finding a bank that I need to go to. So that's pretty cool. Next is, we're going to go into this video is going to be a little bit long, guys, but I'm explaining a lot. I'm breaking down a lot for you guys. These plans, I call them mom or dad because they're just for a person that's one single person, because I don't know if, I didn't want to offend anybody, but like, well, just only do like a mom and a dad in home. Some don't have both parents in the home. Some, like, sometimes it can be the daddy taking care, sometimes it can be the mom. So, but it can work for either or. So even if the parents are separated, the plans can work the dad can have the plan, the mom can have the plan, and then that kid would get two separate plans from both parents, but it can work like that instead of one plan. So it's whatever. So I call these two plans mom or dad, because just in case if you're a single woman but not a single mom, because the father is there financially and like physical, like with like spending time with the child, y'all just not together. So this is the $10,000 plan. This plan, I did not put too much detail in yearly wise and breaking it down, because I figure you can do this with tax season for your kid. So you give your kids the age. Let's talk about age, guys. So age wise, when would you give your child this much money? Our age is between 19 and 20, because if my child chooses to go to college right away, he would have access, not meaning I'm granting him every penny of it. He would have access, meaning we would give him some, like we become treasurers. We will break down and give him what is needed, or we will pay for what he is needed. When he will have fully access of his account will be 20, because I figure like if we give them, just turn around, you hand your child $30,000, they're going to feel like they don't have to work, they don't have to do anything, they don't have to. I want to teach my child, no, you do have to, pay your bills and go get a job and all that stuff. So this is kind of like our set plan is to give it to our child when he's 20, which is going to be a big celebration, because a raise will be a year. A raise will graduate at least when he's 18, or he's like halfway already 18. He'll be more like 19 by the time he graduates, because of when his birthday fall and when he can start school. So it's just like that. He won't be able to start kindergarten until the year he's about to start 6. So yeah, that's just how it works. This is how I set it up. But so you got the $10,000 plan is that you going to take, it's tax season, you're going to give your child $500. Now if you have to back pay this, like I'm saying, when I'm saying back pay is that you have to pay your child that back pay. So the year you missed, you need to go back and pay your child. So if you have to take a little bit more out of your tax money, say if you miss, there are already 2 or 3, then you need to give your child $1,500 from their tax money. Like it's going to help you play catch up, but you don't have to do it all at once, because catch up, even if you owe your child, you're only supposed to be doing $500 a year. You can also go and like take a little extra when your tax season rolls around again. So you give them a little extra, so it helps when you catch up, because we're playing catch up because we missed the raise first year, and I came up with this plan. The second, he was already 2, but we only owe him back pay $154. So it's not like a huge amount back pay, but to keep us on track, the back pay won't happen until when the next tax season and he gets his tax money from us. He would get that tax back pay from us because we owe it to him. But also with these accounts, you want to keep it secret. You do not want to have your children running around knowing that you have a savings account, because they're going to feel like they're entitled. They don't have to. I think like once kids know that they have something, they feel entitled to everything. They feel that they don't have to work as hard, or they don't have to do as much. I don't want my child to be like that. I want to give my child a step, but I also want them to have 5 more steps before I give them the step that I want to give them. So $500 a year from your taxes, which is pretty not bad, because they just took child tax credit up to almost $3,000. So yeah, you can give your child $500 of that. Also, so that would give you your child $10,000. Now this is the bonus with this account. So if you only want to give your child the $10,000, you can give them a bonus. And guys, we probably only get to talk about this one and not the other one, but I would do 2. Well, it'll be 4 videos, so I'll do the other one in a separate video. So birthdays. Birthday money is kind of like awesome, because I feel that we can do more. I'm looking at my phone to help me with notes. We can do more notes, but we also can break the $500 plan, divide it, so you can divide it by 12 months, and you will pay your child or into your child account $41.66 a month. So to get you to that amount at the end of the year, or you could just do one big payment, do whatever you want to do, and you have birthday money. So birthday money, as I told you guys, these accounts are more likely to give your child when they hit the age of 20. You give them full access. You're not in control of anymore. You literally give them the whole account. And so the bonus money is the birthday money. So for us, I figured that kids get so much toys and stuff. I don't think this year, I think this will be the last year we'll do birthday toys for Reyes, because we'll do more of cash for him. So because he have a lot of grandparents, aunties, uncles that send him stuff. So if no one was to do it, then we would do it. But since he constantly gets stuff, like literally too much stuff, I think it's good for me to try to withdraw from doing birthday gifts and just stick with doing the Christmas gifts, since he already gets so much already. Which is $50 you would give your child instead of buying toys. He would still get birthday parties, he just wouldn't get the toys. Instead of spending their money on your money on large amount of toys, you would give your child $50 each birthday. Don't let them know. You don't put it in a card. You just put it in that account. You write it out in the account. Most of the time, the kids don't pay attention to the cards. So once they give you the cards, you add the cards into their card box. Then you can have that you wrote it to them. So that's that. That gives them a bonus $1,000, which is really good, because I think with this account you're not giving them a lot, but you can give them a bonus. As I said, if they're going into college, they can go ahead and get their laptop out the way. They can buy a printer, they can buy backup ink and paper, or they can use it for a book or whatever they may like. If they take up art, you got all these fancy art supplies that they need to buy. They gonna need that. So that's that plan. This is kind of how I wrote it out, but I use this plan for if you go into 19. But if this plan, I prefer you to just go to 20, because hey, you give them a little extra. That's how I did it. You guys know I do my math like this is because vision wise, so this helps me not have to look and get lost between the numbers. So it helps me break the portions down. So I wrote the birthday plan out, and if you do it only up until they're 19, they'll only have $950. But if you give that bonus $50 for their 20th birthday, you give them $1,000. And so that is that plan. And guys, just stay tuned, because the video is already over 27 minutes. We're going to go in deep discussion about the mom and dad savings plan for the $20,000 plan. So thank you guys for watching. Just keep out. I try to help guys as much as I can. Couponing. If you guys have any question, how do you get started? Where do you go? If you have multiple kids, we can if you inbox me or email me or message me. If you wanted me to calculate however much you want to save in general for multiple kids, we can divide that and give you a say so or a quota of where you should be with 5 kids or 3 kids. How would you divide if you want to save $30,000 and you have 5 kids? How would you divide that? We can do that. So just inbox me. Let me know if you have multiple kids and you want to have a plan, and I'll get back with you. Thanks, guys. Peace out.